Hey guys, here to look at a Ibanez, one of the AZs or AZ line. This is a premium. This is not a prestige. It's one of the premium ones, so one of the lower levels. Full disclosure, I got this for a lot less money than what they sell for new. I'm not going to say what I paid. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but it was considerably less. To get right into it, this Suhr, I actually parted ways after getting this. Now, that's not to say that this is a Suhr killer, but when I got my Guthrie Gov and Charvel, that is a Suhr killer. That guitar, in my opinion, is better than any of the Suhrs that I've had. I'll show, the ones I've had. So I was already contemplating getting rid of it. When I got the Guthrie Gov and had it for a while. And then when I got this, it just kind of pushed me all the way to get rid of that guitar. So I know that's probably controversial to say, but this guitar, for what it is fantastic. The roasted maple neck, great neck. I really like the feel. It definitely, it doesn't feel like, it's not a wizard neck or anything like that, like an RG neck or anything. But it's a really good feeling neck. Stainless steel frets. The fretwork on it is superb. I have a Prestige Ibanez also, and which has the Prestige neck, treatment or whatever they call it. This honestly feels just as good. So we'll start up here top. It's got the old school, Ibanez logo, more softer, curves than the normal Ibanez neck. It's got the Godo Magnum locking tuners. They lock at the top. With an Allen key, you can actually set the height. So I'm not actually using the string tree. It's just, I left it on there so there wasn't a hole, but I'm not using the string tree. Doesn't need it. It's got a tusk nut. I'm probably going to replace it with a bone nut, although it is cut really good. Like I said, the neck is fantastic. It's got lumen lay side dots, so they glow in the dark, which is great. A flame maple, I'm sure it's a veneer, although from what I can tell, it's relatively thick. And it's on a basswood or basswood, what do you want to call it, body. I do like the way that the color, the fade, is on the front and the back. A lot of times it's just on the top. So it's got a Godo, you'll forgive me, I think it's a T1502 or something like that bridge. I'll put it, in the notes here. Single volume, single tone. It's got a 5-way switch. And then it's got the alt, or the alternate, whatever they call it, switch here. So on this model, it gives you 9 different sounds. The humbucker is the same, wherever this mini switch is, but all the other positions have a distinct, wiring or whatever you want to call it. I'll put a little diagram in there also. Really like the way the trim arm attaches. It snaps in, but there's also a collar that you can tighten down so you can have the arm as tight as you want or as loose as you want. Now these knobs, I did put these on here. It comes with just normal look, white knobs. I just put those on to have a little more chrome. Looking at these online in other videos and probably even this video, I thought that the where it blends into the blue should have been like more down here. But in person, and I hope it comes across in the video, it probably won't because it doesn't seem to come across in other videos. It's actually, it makes more sense when you see it, because the blue in this range is more of a blue-green, and it gets to like a real deep royal blue down here. So in person, the gradation looks better and makes more sense, if that makes sense. White pearloid pickguard. Of course, it's got the Seymour, Duncan, Hyperion humbucker and the Hyperion single coils. Pretty happy with these, actually. I thought when I was first, getting it, that it might be something that I would end up replacing, but they actually sound really good. They're pretty neutral, I would say. So you can really tailor the sound depending on what amp you run into. I'm sure effects as well. Like I said, 22 stainless steel frets on the roasted maple. It's a one-piece roasted maple neck. It doesn't have a tilt back headstock, which I actually kind of like on this guitar. I don't think it would look as right with a tilt headstock. Very comfortable guitar. The contours are really, really nice. This here, they did all this cutting out and everything for excess, and to be honest with you, upper fret excess is not bad, but it's no better than a lot of my guitars, really. Could be just the way I play, but I mean, I don't know if all the routing here and all that stuff does that much of a difference, but it's there. We'll play some tones for you. We'll start with the alt switch down, and we'll go from there. Same riff as usual. Alt switch up, like I said earlier, the humbucker remains the same. I've used a real clean amp, so you could definitely tell, the differences. Obviously, under a lot of distortion, a lot of overdrive. It's, the tones are there, but it's not as apparent. So I wanted to make sure I did, that demo on a real clean amp. So anyway, what do I think about it? Well, I'm going to keep it. Of course, like I said earlier, I got such a good deal on it that is weighing into it. I would say if these were $300 or $400 less than what they're going for, I think they'd be a slam dunk. The price range that they're at new, there's a lot of guitars in that price range in the market. So if you're in that price range, I definitely think you should check these out. If you can find them anywhere. It doesn't really seem like anybody has them yet, but they should definitely be on your radar, in that price range. But they're not going to be perfect for everybody. Considering the deal I got on it, I'm definitely going to keep it. But I would probably keep it even if I didn't get that deal on it. I just think it's a well-made guitar. The electronics are really good. The hardware is fantastic. The switch quality, the knob, the pots, the quality of all that, the tuners, stainless steel frets. It's a fantastic bridge. It's just really top shelf, components. This bridge, these saddles, which I believe the saddles are made, you know, for this bridge, for this guitar. I could be wrong about that, but super comfortable bridge. You know, stays in tune really good. For the kind of tremolo use I don't dive bomb on these really. But for just you know, some, you know, texture, you know, coloration or whatever, what have you. I just think it's a really great guitar, and I was pleasantly surprised. I don't have a lot of Ibanez guitars in my collection, and this is definitely probably more suited to me than, you know, the other Ibanez guitars that I have. So are there any things that I don't like about it? I wouldn't say there's anything I don't like about it. There's some things I think aren't, you know, I mean, like I said, this here, I don't, you know, kind of take it or leave it. No, I mean, really, I'm pretty happy with the guitar, actually. Like I said, I was shocked that I liked it as much as I did. You know, this being a premium line guitar, it's made in Indonesia, and some of you know I reviewed a Chapman guitar recently, you know, made there as well, and I wasn't very happy with that. The frets were bad. I actually have one fret that was coming out of the fretboard. I didn't like the pickups in that guitar. It just had a lot of issues I didn't like about it. But this being made in the same area, I'm sure, I don't think it's made in the same factory or anything like that, but same area, night and day difference between this. So, like I said earlier, if you know, if you're in that price range, looking at, you know, guitars, and there's a lot of them out there in that price range, and you should definitely check out as many as you can if you're going to spend that kind of money. But these should definitely be on your radar. You should definitely check them out. I wish they had more colors. This particular model here, this is the let me think here, AZ224F, I think. It basically comes in like an orange kind of tiger sunburst kind of color. That's not a fade. And then this, which is they call this the Blue Iceberg gradient or something like that. And that's basically it for this model. So I wish they had some more colors. More colors may come if these prove to be, you know, real popular. I would expect that, really. I went with this one. I have more guitars that are similar to the orange flame maple. That's the other color, so I went with this one. I don't normally really get into the gradient colors like that, but like I said, this one does look better in person than it did, you know, online or in other videos that I saw. So, but anyway, guys, that's just a quick look at this. Definitely check them out once they become more, you know, readily available out there in retail. But thanks for watching. Catch you next time.